Hi, my name is Chrissy Nichols, and I'm the librarian for Stark College and Seminary. Today we're going to learn how to use EBSCO databases. First, we're going to start here at stark.edu. From here, we go to Students, Library. This is the library webpage. For EBSCO, you'll want to look under Additional Sources here. As you can see, it's the first link. So click on where it says EBSCO, and you'll get taken to this page where you need to log in. Logging in is as simple as putting in your SCS email address and clicking Sign In. There is no password. Now that we've signed in, we have to decide which of these databases we want to use. For basic research, I suggest selecting all of them. Then we click Continue. On this page, you're going to enter your search terms. For this, let's try Desert Fathers. As you can see, there are over 100 results. We're going to narrow that down a little bit though. First, let's only search for full text. What that means is that everything that's left has either the whole ebook or the whole article for you to read. That cut out some, but we've still got quite a bit. Let's say you only want resources from the last 10 years. We can go over here to publication date and change the start date to 2009. You can also narrow it down further by going to Subject and selecting the subject that sounds closest to your research topic. We're going to go with Desert Fathers, which leaves us with 17 results. You can continue to use the tools on the left to refine your search, or you can use the little X's to broaden it again. Now let's take a look at some of our search results. Our first two results are an ebook and an article. Let's look at the article first. We know it's from an academic journal, which means it's a reputable source. When we click here, we can see a list of all the subjects, as well as the abstract, which is basically just a summary of the article. Because it has a PDF full text option, you can see the full text of it as it looked in the journal. From here, if you're on your own computer, you can download the article as soon as it shows up by clicking on this little arrow. You can also just read it here if you'd like. The little plus and minus symbols over here can be used to zoom in and out. You can also email the article to yourself by clicking here and typing your own email address into the email to box. Over here, you can see that it's going to send you an attachment of the PDF if it can, as well as the Chicago citation, which is what you can use in your bibliography. Other tools over here include the citation, which will give you a pretty reliable citation for your bibliography, and the permalink, which will be a web link that you should be able to use in the future. For the citation, again, remember, make sure you're using Chicago Turabian Humanities. Sometimes the electronic location, the URL, is incorrect, but you can fix it by copying and pasting the URL from the permalink tool. Now, let's go back and look at the ebooks. We can get back by clicking here on Result List to see our original results. If we only want to see ebooks, we can click on ebooks here under Source Types. As you can see, there are 6 ebooks total about the Desert Fathers. To see more about a particular book, click here. Again, we can see the subjects, the description, which is usually a summary, the author, etc. To read the full text, click here. There are a few fun things we can do with this full text. First, you can browse the chapters over here. If you click the drop-down arrows, you can see subheadings within the chapters. You can click on any of these, and it will take you straight to that section. You can also use this panel to search within the book. These will also take you straight to those pages. From within the ebook, you can actually save or email yourself a PDF of part of the book. Now, you can't save the entire book, but you can save up to 100 pages at a time. Let's see what this process looks like. We click up here on Save Pages, and we have all of these options. If the thing you're looking for is just a couple of lines, you probably only want to save the current page. If you're researching something and need the whole chapter, you can choose to save the whole section. And if you know specifically what page range you need, you can save using this middle option, as long as it's fewer, of course, than 100 pages. Once you know which pages you wish to save, you can either click here to save it as a PDF, which will immediately save it to your downloads, or you can choose to email it to yourself. The options here are similar as they were with the journal article. This will send you an email with the Chicago Turabian citation along with the PDF. The print pages option lets you print the pages. A couple of more notes before we go. First, make sure you stay away from magazine articles as they aren't scholarly enough to be used in a research paper. The reviews are literally just book reviews, so they're not much use to you either. And if, after this tutorial, you find you still need more help with your research, please feel free to go back to the library page and make an appointment with me. I am completely serious when I say that helping you with research is my favorite part of my job. And, as always, happy researching!